This is Rusty Harrison, your psychology instructor. Take 1,000,006. I'm having a lot of trouble with my technology here. I'm not good in front of the camera, especially with the projection. So if you're in a seated section, you've heard a lot of this stuff before. If you're in an online section, maybe you haven't heard it. But I want to give a public service announcement about getting withdrawn from the course, and then give you some information on doing these essays. So I'm going to step over here to the lectern. This is your Moodle page. This is for General Psych, section 21, but the information is going to be the same regardless of which section, and it's the same for General Psych and for Developmental Psych. First thing is that we have just completed the first month of this semester, and I had to withdraw some people today. They were withdrawn for failure to complete assignments. We've had 3 tests and 1 essay, and I actually had somebody who has done none of those things. So I hate to withdraw people. If you've missed some assignments, if you missed some tests or you missed the essay, there is a way to dig yourself out. Go to your Moodle page and scroll down to Course Resources. Under Course Resources, you see that there are extra credit tests and an extra credit essay. If you missed a test and you got a 0, or you just made a really bad grade on test, you can come in here, take an extra credit test, and send me an email, and I'll replace your 0 or your bad score with whatever you made on the extra credit test. During the semester, you can do this with up to 3 test assignments. The extra credit tests are harder and longer than the regular chapter test. Each extra credit test covers the whole book and is 70 questions instead of 30 questions. So it's more work. The extra credit essay, you can change your grade on up to 1 essay using the extra credit essay. It's 1,000 words instead of 400 words. So again, it's more work. But the idea here is to give you a way out if you've missed assignments. And I don't want to encourage people to miss assignments and have to do the extra credit work, but it's an opportunity for you to get out. Now, let's go to these essays. First off, under Course Resources, I show you right here how to upload an essay into Moodle. If you don't know how to do that, here's step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Be sure to save your document as a Word document. Don't send me a PDF or an RTF. I need a Word document. So save it under Word. And the reason I need it in Word is because I use Grammarly to check your grammar and punctuation errors. This is good information for you because you can also download Grammarly. There's a free version of it. Download the free version and use it to review all of your written work before you hand it in. This will help you in my class, and it'll help you in English class and any other place you have to write an essay. I'm a writer, and there's never a time that I write and don't have punctuation and grammar errors. So I use Grammarly to check my own stuff before I try to get something published. So you should do the same thing. So use Grammarly. It's going to save you points on the essay. If you have grammar and punctuation errors, you lose points. If you have a clean paper without any of those, you don't lose points. There's a sample essay that I wrote. This is for the On Being Wrong one. And basically, it covers all the components I'm looking for. I need 4 paragraphs, 4 sections, each labeled. Label 1, summary, 2, relating information to self, 3, relating information to society, and 4, suggestions for future research. This essay should really help you. it's exactly what I'm looking for, and it should really help you in formatting your own essay. When I grade your essays, I'm not an English teacher. I'm not grading them like an English teacher would. I'm not looking for creativity or amazing writing abilities. I'm basically looking for follow instructions. If you follow the instructions on the rubric, you will make a 100 on your essay. This first part up here is just a summary of what I'm looking for through the rubric. So one is section 1, you're going to put summary, then you're going to give me 5 sentences summarizing the main points of the video. I grade fairly leniently on this. If you have 5 sentences and you did a fair job of covering the main points, you're going to get full points for that. Section 2, people mess up a lot. This is information relating to myself. Students are great at relating the information to themselves, but then they fail to provide these 3 pieces of information that I grade you on. One is, how can you use the information for self-improvement? For the On Being Wrong essay, I could say, well, you know, people who are know-it-alls, who can't admit that they're wrong, don't get along well socially. So because I am stubborn, I tend to be a know-it-all, and so if I can accept being wrong, I can improve my social life. 2, what are the obstacles or barriers that might keep you from improving? Well, I'm stubborn and I'm prideful. Those are 2 issues that get in the way of me making improvement, this kind of improvement. Last, possible solutions. Well, you know what? If I could really start listening to people and making a conscious effort to really listen to their point of view and try to understand it from their perspective, I bet I would really improve on admitting when I'm wrong. Also, I need to be sort of self-aware. If I'm more self-aware and I'm aware that I'm doing it, I can change my behavior. So that's just a sample of how you might cover those 3 pieces of information under this section. Section 3 is almost identical, except for instead of talking about myself, I'm talking about society. How can I use the information to improve society? What might be the obstacles or barriers that would stop that from happening? And what are some solutions? So anyways, so basically it's the same thing, except for you're applying it to society instead of yourself. Put those 3 pieces of information in there and you're going to get full points. The last section, again, each section has to be 5 sentences, but all I need is 2 pieces of information. Describe research that you would like to see in the future so that you can learn more about the topic. And then tell how this research could be used to benefit humanity. If section 4 contains those 2 components and has 5 sentences, you're going to get full points. That's it. If you cover, so go down to the rubric itself, and if you go down the proficient column, and it is a lot of reading, there's a lot of information there, but if you make sure before you turn in your essay that you have all this stuff in your essay, you're guaranteed to make a 100. It's not difficult. The other thing is, if you don't, the last part of it is that it has to be handed in ahead of time. So the essays are due on Thursdays, and you have to have turned it in by Monday in order to get full points. In other words, I want you to manage your time and get things done early. So if you get it done by at least by the Monday before it's due, I will score it, I'll give you feedback, I'll give it back to you, and you can revise it, send it back to me, and make 100. If you wait until after Monday, you're going to lose points for not turning it in early, and you're going to not get any feedback from me. So you're going to be stuck with whatever score you get. And ask your classmates. The first score a lot of times isn't great. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it isn't. So that's it. Get them done early. If you have a problem, if you want to, if you need to talk with me, I'm in my office from 10 to 11 every single day. Give me a call at 448-3179 or send me an email at rharrison@wpcc.edu. That's it. Have a great weekend. Bye.